Hi y'all, I'm sorry if my windshield's dirty. I've already been on the road for a little while, so I knew it wasn't gonna stay clean forever. I'm on the road. I guess you figured that out at this point. I am almost in Irvine, Kentucky. If you live up north or out west, that's probably pronounced Irvine, Kentucky. And I am on my way to Wiley State Resort Park in Prestonsburg because I've been invited to spend the weekend at a cabin with Big Joe and Meleah's World and Kentucky Coalminer, Otis and Melissa. And this morning, getting ready for this trip has been horrible. Everything has tried to get in the way, it seems like. Especially stop at McDonald's not too long ago where I waited 30 minutes for my drink and wound up going in, and I was one of about 10 people in there going off because their order was messed up or they hadn't gotten it, and the people working were just kind of standing there looking like, what are we supposed to do? That was a mess, but we're not going to let that ruin what's going to be a good day, and I'll check in with you here in just a little bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I have finally made it to the Mountain Parkway in Clay City. I've spent a lot of time in Clay City in my life. My friend Jamie used to live here. So this part of the drive that I just did, I've made a million times. I don't know exactly how far from Prestonsburg I am. I'm hoping there's going to be a sign up here. I know Big Joe and Meleah are already in Pikeville, and that's where Otis and Melissa live, so naturally they're already there. So, I'm coming, y'all. I'm on the way. Still on the Mountain Parkway, and I am almost to the Natural Bridge exit. And I thought I'd get the camera back out because what I'm driving through now, you can probably see from that sign, this is the Red River Gorge. The Red River Gorge has become incredibly popular in the past 10-15 years for people camping and hiking and that kind of thing. As far as outdoorsy things, there's everything here to do and maybe more than there are at the Smokies. I was waiting to hear some people gasp for saying that, but it's true. The only difference is the gorge isn't really developed. There's not a lot of hotels and things like that over here. There have been a lot of construction on cabins and that kind of thing in recent years, so it's starting to develop more. There's rumors that there might be a resort built here in the next 2 or 3 years. That was on the news not long ago. But the Red River Gorge is a beautiful place. It has a really, really interesting history. Natural Bridge State Park is in the gorge. And for those of y'all who keep track, I think there's going to be a meetup in the Red River Gorge sometime soon. Oh no.
Are we there yet?
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 No.
It's me again. Now it's interesting, and I didn't see this being the case, but the higher up I've gone in elevation, the less bloomed out things are. Which, I mean, things are blooming here, don't get me wrong, but back down where I live, probably about 1,000 feet lower in elevation, things are a lot more bloomed out than they are here. It's interesting. Find it odd. Of course, the redbuds and the dogwoods are bloomed. But it's weird, things aren't as green as they are back home. And I'm not even that far from home, I'm just higher up. This part of the parkway is a little bit tougher of a drive than the first stretch. The first stretch is 4 lanes, you know, it's basically an interstate. You get into Wolfe County, it comes down to more like a 2-lane road. The speed limit goes up and down. Now we're almost to West Liberty, which was, for all intents and purposes, wiped off the map in a tornado in 2012. I think it was. I'll have to look. Probably in 2009. The day of the big outbreak that happened, and there were so many, like in Indiana and Kentucky, and those kinds of places. This idiot behind me is getting ready to cause a car wreck. So now I'm in Salyersville. These people from South Carolina rode my hind end all the way down the parkway and didn't have enough sense to pass. But the reason I wanted to point out Salyersville, the road or stretch road I'm on right now is called Restaurants Row. And during the tornadoes that we had, I don't remember if it was 2009 or 2012, when it seemed like everybody got hit by one, the big outbreak, this strip was pretty much flattened. And you can tell it's been rebuilt pretty quick. I may try to vlog it a little better on my way home, because I won't be in such a hurry. I didn't know they were working on the Mountain Parkway, and the speed limit was 45 for miles and miles. So that's put me a little bit behind schedule. It's 20 till 4, and I'm about 30 minutes from Prestonsburg. So not real bad behind schedule, but do I look rough? I ain't been awake real long. And I don't know what time it is, but I'm at the cabin at Wiley. And I've not turned my camera on since I've been here, because all we've done is sit and cut up and stuff. You hear all that nature. It's beautiful out here. Beautiful. And you see the lake. It's almost straight down to the lake. But I wanted to vlog and tell you, this morning I woke up and I kept hearing something. And I came outside and it was like, huh. But what on earth is that? And I kept looking around, and finally I looked down at the lake, and there was a man down there on a boat puking off the side of it, and the boat was still going. He was on the boat by himself. Listen to that. You don't hear that at my house. It's nice. What's that? Okay, I see something down in the woods. I'm gonna turn you around, don't get motion sickness. Can you see that thing down there with a hole? I think I'm gonna walk down there and see what it is. I hope this ain't something I'm gonna get down here and a critter's gonna come out and gnaw my leg right off of me. Where did it go? Okay, I see it. What is that? Oh my God, I think I feel stupid. That's a piece of concrete with a pipe sticking out of it. I thought it was a critter hole. Got excited over nothing. Who knows what that tree is? I do. And that right down there, those are called May apples. Some people have said you can eat them. Some people have said you can't. I've never really tried, and I'm probably not going to. Oh, look, and the moss. This almost looks like a bleeding heart plant. But I don't even know if those grow wild. Weird. I've not vlogged a whole lot since we've been here, because it would get in the way of having fun and spending time with each other. But I did want to show you all the cabin where we stayed at here at Wiley. And I'll show you, we'll walk around outside too. And then we're going to do some of the lodge and stuff probably tomorrow before we leave, because the lodge is really nice. This is our cabin. I think it's not huge, but it's kind of weird how spacious it is on the inside. It has 2 bedrooms that have 2 beds each, and then the living room has a pull-out bed. There's our fire pit and our grill that we have wore out today. The thing I like the best is this deck and porch and stuff. Look at all this. You can see the lake. It's just right there. It's not far at all. And then there's a screened-in porch. Cam's in there praying. They're all in there talking. I ain't gonna go in there and aggravate everybody and show you the rest of the cabin. But it's a really neat cabin. I like the layout of it too. That was kind of cool. But one thing that's been funny, for some reason we can't get the remote control to the TV to turn the TV on and off. I don't know. We can turn it on with the button on the side of it, but the remote won't work. I slept in the living room. I say I slept in the room. I really didn't sleep that much because when I went to bed, the TV was on Ghost Adventures. How many episodes of that marathon do you think I sat up and watched? Till about 4 this morning before I finally decided to change the channel to Animal Planet so I could go to sleep. And then woke up. The first thing I saw when I rolled over and saw that TV was an aardvark giving birth. And that's not something you want to wake up to first thing in the morning. That was nasty.